and I listen, and then wisdom comes, but we don't want to apply the wisdom. Because usually wisdom is you got to do something to leave where you're at. Nobody's gonna come and completely rest, just pick you up, take on all the responsibilities, and push you where God is calling you. Because first of all, did nobody come and capture you and sit you down where you're at? It was a choice we made. Every day is about a choosing. Oh my goodness, that's a word right there. Every day I have to make choices. We have to make choices daily. Sometimes hour to hour choices have to be made, moment by moment. As the day begins to unfold, I have to make decisions. And so we get to that place I'm here, Glenda. Some people just want to complain. They don't want out. They don't want out. They just want somebody to listen. So tell me ahead of time if you just need an ear. Because I can be that. If you just want to complain, just let me know. You just need to vent. Let me know that I get to make the decision whether or not I become your trash can. And I'm telling you, 10 times out of 10, I'm going to say, that ain't working for me. No. Because it grieves my heart to see a broken life or see a captivity or to see an imprisonment knowing the way out and you refuse to come out. Because God does not leave us in captivity. He'll send us there. The word says he sent Israel into captivity, but he sent them that they would turn back to him. He doesn't leave us there. As soon as Israel made a decision that it was going to do it God's way, he sent a deliverer. So sometimes he'll send us into a captivity for us to see the error and then seek him again. He doesn't leave us there and forget about us. So when he sends, when you cry out and he sends a deliverer, sends his word, oh no, I think I'll just stay here. That's too much. It's too hard. I can't do that. You really just don't want to turn. And that's what this particular week is about. We got to face ourselves. Why am I here? We got to stop blaming everybody else. Why am I here? If I'm not pleased with where I'm at, I need to visit why I'm here so that when the Lord delivers me out of here, I won't return here. Because if I don't come to the knowledge of how I got here and why I'm here, I am destined to return here. That's why I say, be careful how you lay hands and deliver people of spirits. I'm just going to go there. Y'all come on, walk with me. We want to show out at the altar. We want a display, fireworks of people being delivered and demons flying and that. But if they don't know how to stay out, why would you take them out? First, they have to want out and not want out just so that I'll feel better today. Because some people just want out for a day. Just let me go. Just, we do no study. We do no investigation. Oh, some ain't gonna like me, man, but you gonna learn to pray for your apostle. We just want to have demons flying everywhere. Get out, Satan. What condition have you left such a one in? Are they ready? Yes, I'm telling the truth. Yes, Lord. I'm a deliverance ministry, so yes. When is your counseling session? When are you gonna sit down? You gonna sit down with them? Preferably before? Yeah. But if not before, at least after? Now, baby, how we gonna keep you free? Right. You free. Right. But how we gonna keep? How are you going to maintain the freedom that you have? Come on, let's walk this word. Yes, right. Let's walk this word. Because a lot of what's showing up at the altar is not possession, it's mental illness. Yes, right. Good. Oh, wow. Yes, Lord. Good. That's true. Yeah, we ain't like that one. You have to be a discerner. Yes. And if you're not willing to walk with them, be patient with them, kind to them, pray on their behalf, leave those people alone. Yes. That's right. Yes. Because the Bible bears witness. Right. If you're not, the end of the man will be so much worse than the beginning thereof. Yes. So we have to ask our questions. Do I really want out of where I'm at? Is it working for me? Because it's working for some of us. It's working for some of us. You know, we can lay down on it. We can blame it, and we don't have to take up the responsibility. We can blame our circumstances. We can blame our brokenness. We can blame our trauma. We can blame the one who did it, and that'll work for me. It takes the attention off of me. Yeah. Come on. See, this is what the church is supposed to do, Maddie. It's supposed to mature you, grow you up, and prepare you for life. And for the ministry you are called to. It's not to make you feel good about where you at and just give you a temporary high. We're not sugar peddlers. Because you know sugar is as addictive as cocaine. And it drops you harder than even Coke can drop you. Because you get that rush. 5 minutes later. That's not what the church. We're on a sugar rush. Just let me get to church so I can shout. Just let me get to church so I can sing, and I can get it off me. I need my rush. But we don't want healthiness. Healthy is first. We need to unstop you. You need a laxative. First, we need to empty you. You need a cleansing first. Every blockage. Yeah. And so the word will clean it out from the rooter to the tutor. That's right. Then whether you have an appetite for it or not, we need to feed you with those things that are going to nourish the malnutrition that's in you because of the rot of what you've been eating or consuming. So, first thing in this week, first, do you want out of where you are? Or are you satisfied? No. Because I'm here to tell you, just leave me alone. Leave the sister alone. And Pastor Teresa, we have to get there. If we've had the same conversation about the same occurrences 3 times, we're not going to have it anymore. Because more than likely, it's not a new conversation. You're not going to hear a new thing. It's not all of a sudden, ding, okay, well, you know what? We need to start having these conversations. Have you completed the last instructions? And then be just like God. If not, that's it. What would that mean? Mute. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, come on, pray, seek my face and thank you from their way. He says, then I'll hear you. Not I'm hearing you, telling you, be humble, telling you, turn, telling you, come from your wicked. When you do that, then I'll hear. So we got to begin letting it be like God. Stop having the same conversations about the same thing. Just go on mute. Because has it really changed? This is the week we focus on the teshuvah. But before you can turn, you have to agree that you don't like or you don't want what you're facing now. Because it's somewhere we got to go. But before I set out for a destination, I need to say, where am I? Yeah, yeah. This happens to me when I do deep dives into the word. I get so deep sometimes. Anybody else gonna admit to this? I forget. I'll be so deep. I forgot how I started out. I said, "Where am I? I went in here behind one thing, and how did I end up all the way? I left South Carolina to go to Tennessee. Tell me why I'm all in the backside of the Antarctic about right now, and forgot where I was going. Where am I? We get distracted. We get off course. Then we settle in a place forgetting where we started out to go. This is what happened to the children of Israel. They left Canaan. We've said this numerous times. Canaan wasn't odd to these people. That's where they were living. But a famine showed up and God sent them into Egypt and they forgot. Ended up in captivity. This was not destination. This was a part of the journey. They forgot to return. They didn't teshuvah. They got over into Egypt with its leeks and its beauty and its art and its mysticism, living good and living rich. They attached to Egypt and forgot this is not your final destination. Where are you? Where am I? I do it all the time. Shirley, what are you doing? Maybe, am I going to be the only real one up in here today? No. What are you doing, girl? What? Wow. Why are you even concerned about this? Why are you being baited? What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, that's good. Keep the main thing the main thing. Keep your eyes focused. Yes. Never allow where you are going to be cloudy in your sight. Because we going somewhere. Whether that journey is I'm going to be healed, whether that journey is I'm going to be delivered, whether that journey is I'm going to get my degree, whether that journey is I'm going to buy my own house, whether that journey is I'm going to finish college. Where are you going? And identify where you're at. Oh. So let's go on. Everybody identify where you at. Well, I some of you know what? By the time it's over, you'll understand where. This is why, out of corporate America, I've learned this, and God allows us jobs in the world to sharpen us, to give us skills, abilities, and talents that we use in the kingdom. Any big corporation has focus. And goals. I look at some of the saints, what's your 2-year goal, huh? 5 years, huh? 6 months, huh? I just love the Lord. You have no goal, therefore you are prone to get off course. Where are you going? Where do you want to be in 2 years? Where do you want to be in 5 years? And then we get religious. I understand. I just want to get closer to the Lord. I want him to fill my heart. I pray all Christians want that. But where do you want to be in your life? What do you want to accomplish? Where are you going? It's like free money. Fool yourself up. Those who handle money well give money an assignment. Unassigned money will get you in big trouble. Mhm. You don't sit down after the paycheck hits the bank to do the budget. You already have an assignment for the money before it gets to the bank. Unassigned, I promise you, most people who struggle in poverty and with money management do not assign their money. It has no assignment. And it's rogue, baby. Money is rogue. It'll take on a life of its own. If you don't give it an assignment, it'll take on its own. I want to be McDonald's today. Okay, let's go to McDonald's. I want to be a pair of shoes today. Let's go get a pair. So it is with your journey. Yes. What is your goal? Where are you going? What is the destination? Let's look at destination. The place to which someone is going or is being sent. I don't have a destination. So you're doing roundabout? Tell me how that's working for you. How many of you watched the movie, well, Crocodile Dundee? Oh, y'all don't like Crocodile Dundee? I've watched all two or three of them, however much it is. Australians do roundabout. And roundabout mean they just leave and just wander roundabout. They don't put no time on it. They don't put no destination on it. They just roundabout. Mhm. They just go roundabout. And so Crocodile Dundee, when he came to America, he was roundabout. But if you notice, see, we don't look at it like this. Look at these people's lives. Even the movie, Lord is like this because movies speak to her. I don't know. Have you ever watched Crocodile Dundee? You need to watch Crocodile Dundee. You're going to love it. And his look at the people who do roundabout. They really have no structure. They live in like the wilderness of Australia. And wherever the wind blows them, that's where they go. And whatever the land provides for them, that's what they take. And you gonna tell me that's really what you want for your life? No, I'm not doing roundabout. And so Crocodile Dundee, he comes to America because he went roundabout. Now, how you left Australia in roundabout, really don't know where you go and you end up in America. That's some of us. I'm just doing roundabout. Now you over in Australia because we are American, and you don't even know how to survive because he got in a lot of trouble in America because he brought the habits of Australia into America because he went roundabout. Where are you going or where have you been sent? We got to come off a roundabout. Because in roundabout, anybody will tell you where you need to be. If you don't have a destination and a place and a focus of where you want to end, you go in any direction. Going is directional. In order to arrive at a set place, we must leave the present place. Leaving the present requires a change of direction. Wisdom says that direction is focused. Y'all ain't ready for this. Oh, Lord, this is what he gave me this morning, y'all. Focus on the arrival and not the departure. Too many of us are focused on, well, how am I going to get there? Your feet just, I ain't got no money. Now you know where you need to go. It's in the lens. God has told you, you know who you need to be, but you're so attached to where you're at. I don't want to give up the comforts of here. I don't want to leave this job because this job pays me a lot of money, even though I'm unfulfilled, even though I cuss out this boss every day. I don't want to leave here. You know why? Because this paycheck is good. This paycheck allows me to do whatever and however. If I want to steak, if I want to go to Ruth Chris, I can do that. I'm staying. I am so focused on where I'm at that I cannot go where I'm called. Because there's too many cushions, too many pluses where I'm at. Not telling us to be foolish and not taking the consideration, but God said, focus on the arrival and stop worrying about the departure. Oh my God. That right there will preach all day long. Some of us will not arrive because we will not depart. That word departure, the action of leaving, especially to start a journey. Departure, to depart. The action of leaving, especially to start a journey. We focus on leaving, and we hadn't focused on arriving. Some thoughts that go along with departure: last station, left behind, finished, of no more use, unfunctional. If I need to depart, that means God said that's your last place. It's of no more use to you. Right. Therefore, it's unfunctional. And we understand that unfunctional to God means you wicked. So if I am so focused on who I got to leave, what I got to leave, what I'm going to suffer if I leave, I'll become wicked to God. Is this really working for you? There we go. You don't want to leave here, but is it working for you? If it's working, why are you miserable? Why are you insane? Why are you broke? If where you're at is working and you're so attached to it, why are you out of sync with God? Stop getting along just to get along. Oh, yeah. Stop getting along with people just to get along. Because you don't want to hear their mouths, or you don't want to not be invited to the family reunion. You don't want to be the black sheep. But are you happy? You're still miserable. So if I'm not going to be invited to the family reunion, if I'm going to be the black sheep, I think I'll be successful in it. I'm not going to stay here in misery, refusing to leave and be called wicked by God and struggle. Well, if I'm the black sheep, I'll be a successful one. If I'm not invited to the family reunion, I'm over here on the Riviera. It don't matter to me. Come on. Stop getting along just to get along. Satisfying and completing everybody else's desire for your life, but you miserable. Jesus. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. I'm 64 years old, but about 4 years ago, my son taught me something that was just, it blew my mind and it shut my mind. Because everybody around him was telling him it costs too much. Maybe you need to back up. Talking about Sergio, maybe you need to, don't do it this big and this large anymore. Even his partner was telling him, we don't have the money for that right now. It's costing too much. Maybe you just need to bring it down a little bit. Maybe we know that you're a luxury designer, but maybe you need to come down a notch because people really don't understand there's level to design. Yeah. And if even I got on that boat, well, Sergio, we love you. See, this is how people do you. I can be the villain today. We love you and we're gonna support you, whether you're successful, whether you're not. You my baby. That's the talk we give our children. Not realizing how wrong we can be sometimes. You know, you can come on back home and you got South Carolina, you got the Southeast on lock, baby. You don't need the world. Ooh, y'all don't hear God talking to us. You even got America on lock. You know, you're the hottest thing, black walking around. It's okay. You can't do it this year. Work it on. Come on. Work it on that. Come on. Speak the truth. Come on. Come on. This boy goes to Walmart and buys a roll rack, a clothing rack on wheels. Goes into his warehouse and picks out every sample he ever made that was rejected. Called all the celebrities, rolled the stuff up to their door. Can you buy this? Can you buy that? How much can you give me for this, for that? He said, before I back down and before I come back, I'll sleep in my car. Come on now. Because I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. A rolling rack. Can you see Sergio Hudson with a rolling rack rolling up to Beyonce's house? It's sad when outsiders believe in you more than the people who know you believe in you. It's sad when outsiders got to help you and invest in you when the ones who know what you called to don't have an investment for you. I don't need y'all to believe in me. I believe in me. I know what I got. I know the gift I am. I know where I'm at and I know where I'm going. Y'all won't hear God talking to us. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Work with your I know. I know. Yeah. Because it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. In the departure. Yeah. Don't mean I'm not destined for an arrival. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't look like it. Jesus. Shut my mind. Because guess what happened that year? And it was the best year he ever had. But everybody around him, he did not agree to get along. No, I got to go against. Don't think because you're the only one in a place saying something contrary to what everybody else is saying, don't think you're wrong. If you know that you know that you know that it's time to leave this place, that this is no longer working for you, that this is no longer functioning, you step out whenever and leave everybody else back there. Honey, we had to hurry up and get ourselves together to catch up. We're too focused on what is working now. Don't you know what's working now can break tomorrow and not work no more? But if you miss the bus, now you got to wait a whole nother cycle. Ain't that something? For it to come back around again. Lord, please forgive me. You were forgiven the minute you cried out. But that don't mean I'm going to turn the cycle. Cycles are cycles. They have to complete themselves. You're going to have to wait. Okay. Oh, y'all, come on. Well, let me go on. We're going to go to the scriptures because y'all ain't believing the apostle. And so he took me a different route with this. Proverbs 14:12. There's a way that appears to be right, but in the end, it leads to death. Jesus. Come on, man. Jeremiah 6:16. This is what the Lord says. Stand at the crossroads and look. Ask for the ancient paths. Ask where the good way is and walk in it. But this one right here, and you will find rest for your souls. This is one of my favorite scriptures when I'm confused and I'm perplexed. When I don't know which way to go. I remember the scripture, Maggie. I'm just going to shut my eyes and trust in the Lord. And I'm going to go with what God said. When you don't know what to do, go back to what God said. Because there's so many voices out here now. My God. There's so many voices, so many alternatives. We deconstructing our faith. We're praying to our ancestors, and we can have multiple beliefs. I close my eyes. Yes. Take the ancient path. Oh my God! It said, take the ancient way. I'm gonna go back to what God has said to me when I don't know which path to go. When I don't even the arrival has got kind of shady and cloudy right here, Lord. But you know what? I'm going back to what I know you said. You got to choose the ancient ways because the way that men will tell you to go, he said that's going to lead to destruction. Y'all just stay right over there. You're going to end up dead because it seems right and it sounds right. It sounds like sound wisdom, but the end of it is death. And not we focus so much on a physical death. How about a spiritual death? How about a death to your dreams? How about a death to your desires? A death to your business? A death to your education? A death to your relationships? It's not just a physical death. You don't need to marry him. Girl, you got your master's degree and you got 6 figures. He works at McDonald's. Wisdom of the world. But what you ain't looking at, he go to work every day. He worked 12 hours a day. He flips burgers behind a greasy mess of a hot place every day. He gets up early in the morning, go to bed late at night. Now, come on now, every day. But the wisdom of the world is saying he can't support you. How can he? Girl, you got your masters. You making 6 figures. Look, he had to catch the bus. You over here with a beamer. That's the wisdom of the world. Let's look at the character of the man. Oh my God. You're not looking at the character of the man. You have dismissed him because of a pocketbook. He literally worships you. He see the worth of you, not just the body of you. He's fulfilling all of your physical, come on now, as well as your mental capacity of your need. But you already stuck on the death to your relationship. So you go and marry a CEO. You go and marry somebody who can match you, or match your pocketbook, and who can match your intellect. Then we look for you and you ain't got no hair in your head because all of it fell out. Your face is bruised up because he slapped you every night. This is the wisdom of you. Shut your mouth. My God. What does the ancient past say to me? Don't be yoked together with unbelievers. Come on now. Make sure you find an ego who can carry the weight of you. The weight of you is not including your pocketbook, baby. You don't take money into sickness. Y'all don't hear that? You don't take money into death. You don't take money into confusion. You don't take money into depression. You don't take money into mental. It does you absolutely no good. But a soothing voice, someone who's going to pray for you when you don't know to pray for yourself. Someone who can carry the weight of you. Someone who gonna keep you when your little strange, crazy self that lost your legs, lost your butt, lost your boobies, everything. But he's still there adoring you. And you didn't want him because he worked at McDonald's. I just thought I'd leave that there. Leave that there. And don't give nobody no excuse not to work and try to be better. You need to hear the whole thing. A man worked 12 hours a day on a job most people would not be able to stand up on until God does something different. At least he's not in the bed or slinging drugs somewhere. At least he's not thinking he's below a burger. So let me tell you something. Money is green and it's not written on it where you got it from. When it's time to pay your light bill, KUB don't ask you, well, did you get this money from? Did you fry a burger for it or did you run a conference for it? Money is green. It's functional. Let's go on. James 1:13-15. James 1. 13 through 15. When tempted, no one should say, God is tempting me. Come on now. For God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. Each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desires and enticed. Then, after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin. Sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death. Stop lying. You were drawn away because your desires were evil. Nobody enticed you, you enticed yourself. It says evil, your own evil desires, you were enticed. Your appetite. And once the evil desires have conceived themselves, oh, you gonna sin. Meaning it's the mark of God. Let's, because sin we see, oh, she didn't step around. Oh, he didn't smoke. Oh, he didn't lie. Sin defined is to miss the mark. Once your lust gets a hold of you, you're not going to do what you know to do and God told you to do. That you're going to sin. You're going to miss the mark. Mm. And once you sin, and it's full grown, that means you didn't tag, you it, and then you run back. That means you living over it. It's iniquitous now. There's a death. You're going to birth death. And again, death is not necessarily physical. Your dreams going to die. Your mission going to die. Your purpose going to die. And your function going to die. You're never going to arrive. Let's be real. Some of us are not leaving the place of departure because we have been enticed by our own evil desires. We like being here. We like what it's doing for us. We're standing up in it full grown, knowing this is not the desired place God wants you to be. He doesn't want you broke. He doesn't want you bruised. He doesn't want you battered. It's not his desire. We would rather die to our dreams than turn loose our attachments. We got unhealthy attachments, not just with people, with habits, things. Yes, we do. I would rather die to my mission, die to my dreams, die to the arrival to the destined place than to turn loose my attachments. But this is the one that got me. Genesis 19 and 26. Lot's wife. This next one is very important from behind him. Look back. She became a pillar of salt. She's mentioned again by Christ. Luke 17, 32 through 33. He says, remember Lot's wife. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. We, those of us who've been in church, we know the story of Lot, his daughters, and his wife. You know, Abraham pretty much pleads with God. God sends angels into Sodom and Gomorrah, and they go in, and the corruption and the sin of the city. They bring Lot, two of his daughters, and his wife. They bring them out and tell them, you need to go. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. When you read, I saw this today, Cree, and I never thought about this. Because I read the whole chapter or the whole, if it's 4 or 5 chapters, I got to get the complete picture of what's going on. Lot had daughter-in-laws and sons and daughters, but only two daughters come out. Have we ever thought about that? No. So what happened to they stayed. Visited by angels. Father, a righteous man. Father-in-law, a righteous man. The angels lead them out by their hands, but they chose to stay in the place of departure. My God. Go back and read. Because only two daughters come out. And they probably are underage. They have become so attached to the place of departure, to the people in the place of departure. They forgot they had an arrival. Sodom and Gomorrah, two cities now. We say Sodom and Gomorrah like it's one place. It was two cities. Was never the arrival for Lot. It's where his eyes took him. Yeah, okay. Go back and read the story. It was, he looked up. Yeah. And he ended up to where Abram now has to plead with God, deliver him. Angelic assistance. They didn't even know. When you go back and read, I want y'all to read the whole thing. The people in this city were desiring to have relationship with the men in the house. How is it you see that as normal or acceptable when the one who is the patriarch, Lot, is a righteous man? Oh my God. They were so attached to the place of departure, they couldn't go to the place of destination. And so we look at Lot's wife, especially now because Jesus mentions her. And when you go and read the complete chapter of Luke, you see these people who are talking, they're so attached to what they got. Jesus said, y'all better remember Lot. So this word, I had to go and look at it. This word, look back. Oh, Jesus. Look back. What? Let me go to the next scripture and then we're going to come back. So look at Genesis 19 and 17. Looks like I can't move, Donna. You got me locked. There we go. 19 and 17. Okay. Something was showing up. Okay. As soon as they had brought them to the outskirts, talking about the angels brought them out, he said, escape for your life. Do not look behind you and do not stand still in any part of this district. Escape to the mountainous region so that you may not be swept away. They had to lead them out. But Lot's wife. Now, we have to look at, because I'm here. This word look back is nebat. To scan, to regard, to look intently at, to regard with favor, pleasure, or care. Because see, we would just think, she glanced back. No, she went back. She turned and began to move back. But when she turned around, she saw the flame of the city. She saw the destruction of the city, but she still had a desire to go back to to the place of her departure. Y'all will get God talking over here.
Oh, now.
Even seeing what was happening, she just didn't turn, y'all. She started moving back. Notice she knew what to do. First of all, she had heard it. The angels had to lead her out by her hand. My God, I'm going somewhere. Let me just go ahead and put this out here. Some people you're gonna have to just leave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's true.
She saw how the angels rendered the men who were trying to get in to sleep with them blind. She encountered all of the same things that Lot and everybody else in that house had encountered, but she still wanted to go back to the departure. She had a regard for it. She longed for it. Oh my Jesus. Even with the warning, escape for your life. You go back, it's going to cost you your life. Don't look behind you. Do not stand still in any part of the district. That means do not stop until you're up out of here. Told them where to go. But if you notice, she was behind her husband. Even with her head leading her, she went back. Even with her head moving in the right direction, she still turned. Some people you just gonna have to leave at the departure. Stop trying to convince them to come out. Whatever reason they are happy, they are fulfilled. And if you take them with you, they might cause you to fear or doubt because as you go on, he has a conversation. Well, do we have to go that far? Can we not just stop here? Oh, you take the wrong people with you. They're not going to encourage you to arrive where you've been called, but to stop along the journey. Then when you look, you're sleeping with your daughters. Now you have come up with a whole nation of people who are considered to be a curse.
A curse. All right. Jesus. That's good.
The Moabites. You're going to have to leave. And so then why a pillar of salt? Let's see, I go for everything. Did I get y'all? Yeah, I did. Oh, I go for everything. I want to understand everything. I don't read more into the scripture that's there, but I realize, especially, you got three languages the Bible is written in. It's first in Hebrew, then it's Aramaic, and then it's Greek. And so you have to, wherever you get the scriptures from, you got to understand the culture. Words were not just thrown out there. It was a reason this word salt, she was turned into a pillar of salt. And so I searched salt. See, season the food.
Yeah.
And in the New Testament, salt said, you are the salt of the earth. Yeah. Do not lose your savor. Salt that has lost its savor is no good for anything but to be trampled on by men. But in this text, or in this context and in this culture, salt meant to tear away, to dissipate, to be dispersed. It was to be rubbed and washed out. It wasn't just seasoned. It was in a way destruction. Mhm. It's like when, which one came through Georgia and salted which one was Confederate? Lee, General Lee and General Grant. When they came through Georgia, all the fertile ground that was fertile, they sprinkled salt. You know what happens when you put salt in the earth? It sucks out all of the nutrients and causes it to be bad. Oh, y'all won't get out there. And so she she turns into something that deserves to be teared away. It would dissipate, it would be dispersed. it was no more good. It was washed out. She was of no use anymore. Easily dissipated. Imagine walking up to a pillar of salt and giving it a hit. What's going to happen to it? It's just going to crumble. It's going to crumble. And when the wind comes, it's going to scatter y'all don't hear God talking to us everywhere. If we continue to go back and be drawn back and desire the place of departure more than we desire the place of arrival, we're going to dissipate. That's what's wrong with us. We scattered everywhere. We're nothing but pillars of salt and not in a good way. We're because we look back and our feet, we touched you, God, but in the wrong direction. We turned to return. She turned to return. All right. To the departure. What in your life is keeping you in the place of departure, or if you have stepped out to turn towards God, is calling you back to the departure? Who in your life? Who? What in your life? What? This woman lived in this was Lot's wife, the mother of his children. She encountered the miracles. She encountered the angels. She was led out by hand. She was given instruction. And in her culture, she would follow her husband. It was just a custom. She's walking behind her husband. But because of the relationships, the attachments of the departed place, she is dissipated. She turns to return to destruction. Oh, I'm not returning to destruction. You've been in this relationship for 15 years. You still live in the projects. Come on now. You still can't pay your bills. He still hadn't married you. And 4 babies later, 2 of them in jail, the other 2 struggling. And you don't think? You don't think? It's time to test your heart. Change your mind about where you're at. But before you can change your mind about where you're at, you need to know why you're where you're at. Why do I keep accepting this? Why do I keep believing so little of myself? Why do I keep being drawn over here? What is my fear? What are my insecurities? Because I realized this a long time ago. A lot of us would rather be king of a molehill or an empire than to have to be challenged to come up and be the kings that God has called us. We will reign in a small place because we're too threatened by the big place. Oh, so you're king of the ants now? That means something to you. But you still can't pay your bills. You still can't get along. You're still sick in your body. That's getting along just fine over here. Well, obviously not. You are a king and a priest. You are called to rule and reign and be the worshiper and be God's child. We're so heavy in the spiritual and we're depleted in the natural. Where are you? Do you believe, first of all, God? And then you got to believe in yourself. You got to put me in, coach. You got to have that talk with your own self. You got to be your own coach, cheerleader, pom-pom girl, and player.
Okay.
I am my own quarterback and my receiver
Oh, wow.
and my coach. Sometimes you got to do it like that. You can't allow people and their disapproval, jealousy, envy, or their deceitfulness against you to convince you that you cannot depart where you're at, or you ain't gonna make it. You're not talented enough. You don't have enough money. You're not gifted enough. Oh, you can't prophesy. He didn't call you. No, you can't preach. You a woman. Amen, the babies.
Man.
We've allowed all of these things and these people to keep us in the departed place. And we're still miserable. Because God is not going to co-sign what he didn't call for.
Right.
He's not going to come along and make you happy
No.
in a place he wants you to depart. Oh my God. He's not going to come along and soothe you in a place he wants you to leave. He's not going to come along and anoint you in a place that's past tense in him. It comes a time here has to become there. Yeah. My here must become there because I'm being called over there.
All right.
And we don't get to settle for long. People like, I've been, baby, you know what? I've been operating in this capacity for the last 55 years. You wicked.
Oh.
Because he wants me. That's part of the church's problem. We wicked because we've always done it like this. And it's faith of our fathers. No,
No.
it was good enough for grandma then. It's good enough. But yet still, you can't pay your bills. Yet still, no new people are coming.
That's right.
Yet still, you don't have young families the same when they all die out.
Yeah.
And be with the faith of the fathers. What you gonna do?
What you go do?
God is an ever-changing, ever-transforming. He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore, but he does change methods. Give me that old time religion. I want it. It was good enough for my dear mother. It was good enough for my dear father. I'll listen. I surely will. I love going home. I love, and you know what? It's crazy because you got to be careful because you fit so
Well.
snug and neat in it.
Yes. Yes. All right.
It's what got you to believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. It's what taught you your Bible stories. It's what taught you the hymns. So you fit real well.
Yes.
You got to be careful
Yes.
because when we depart a place, don't mean we don't ever visit the place, but remember you did depart. It's of no use to you anymore. You live in a different place. So I'll visit it, but I have no desire to live there anymore. I have no desire. I love my home church. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I love visiting and I fall right back at it. Taught me the doxologies. It taught me the Apostles' Creed. It taught me hymns. It taught me how to be a team player. But guess what? It don't fit in the place I have arrived at. I can't live there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't gonna like me.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm like, that's okay.
That's why you shrivel up and you're about to die.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot look back and long. Now, sometimes let's be real. It's like our children. This is just crazy. Now, all of them. Tanya's going on. I bet not tell her age, but you know, they all past 40, close to 50. We just gonna say it like that. But you know, when they're sick or when they're not feeling well, when they come home and they be up in my bed, like, get your big grown rusty tails up out of my bed. Why are you in my bed? Don't you have your own bed? Your bed's still back there on the other side of the house, but it's no place like a familiar place to soothe you. When you feeling like the baby, you go to the place of the baby where you used to get, your little soothing. But let's never that you're not a baby anymore. So you're going to have to leave my bed, go back to California, go back to North Carolina, go back to Columbia, and get in your own bed. This is the place of departure. Y'all in here, God talking to us. Sergio was home, brought the girls home for 2 weeks, and they stayed at the house in South Carolina. And Tanya, she thought she was telling on him, Mama, you know Sergio was in your bed last night. He said his back was hurt. He can get in my bed anytime he wants to get in my bed. He's welcome to the bed. But guess what? When I come to get in my bed, I'm not sleeping someplace else. This place is the place of departure. This is where I have arrived, but you have to depart. Y'all don't hear God talking to us. So it's okay to go back to visit. It's okay to go back to get what you need in that place. It's okay. But you got to leave here. Nothing soothes me sometimes like them old hymns. Right. And that gullah clap. I can hear my grandmother, her singing, and see her, and see them in the church clap. But I don't want to live there. That brought me comfort. To know that God is still the God. But the faith of my fathers is not the faith that I have now. Yes. That was their faith. It got them through what they had to go through. My faith has to get me where I have to go through. They didn't have computers. They didn't have cyber bullies. They didn't have crazy people. They didn't have a fool in the White House. I said it. So the faith that they have is not the faith that's going to deliver me. It's not the faith that's going to comfort me.
That's right. That's right.
You know. That's right. They had Martin Luther King. He's a memory. Right. Oh, y'all don't hear that? Y'all hear? They had Kennedy for president. He's a memory. Come on now. He's a memory. They had the civil rights movement. I'm living it. Yeah. Right. You can't go back to. Can't go back. Right. We press. Right. Towards the mark. Right. It's the high call. We turn not to the left, no, to the right. But this is the path. Walk in it. He wouldn't have you on a journey if he didn't have an arrival. That's it. That's it.